So I'd originally thought, let's just film it on the box. No big deal. Let's film how to X grind tutorial plus on the box. And it looked really small. So here we are today at a normal ledge, not taking into account that X grinding a ledge is hard. Really hard.
That was okay.
Especially when you can only do it the ways that you don't like to do it while trying to film a video on how to do it, not actually doing it. Fuck. Oh. No. Oh. Oh. We need to go. We need to go. This one's funny. We're in two different locations this time. Hopefully we get a full explanation this time, because I think between me, Caleb, the rest of my friends, I think we can maybe get most of all of the X grinds today. And here we go. Oh shit, what up?
What up, C?
Oh, look at the red hair, dude.
Good to see you.
Look at the red
What
hair.
are we doing today?
It's so much brighter in real life.
What are we doing today? What's the tutorial?
We're doing X grinds. I was just saying we're doing X grinds today.
Grinds. I can't do that.
Come back and have a week off of work and shit. Looking like this.
Okay. I guess I've found my consistency, which is a month. Apparently just once a month is the only motivation I have to make these videos, but for the fourth time, I think now, we're back. We're doing another tutorial plus, and today it is X grind with very loud planes going overhead. We're at the DIY. My friends Heath Burley and Andrew Broom basically built it. Realistically, it's just a bunch of P-rails on the ground, but it's still mega fun. A lot of different obstacles and examples we could have used to show you X grind, but we really just skated the box the whole time. X grind is unique in the fact that it's one of the only tricks that has more than just one regular.
Damn.
Every other trick just about has a natural version of itself and a unnatural version of itself. X grind has 4 different types, and I'm talking about just the forwards versions. I'm not even talking about true spin, I'm not talking about alley-oop, I'm talking about just the regular forwards versions of these grinds. There's actually 4, and everyone's switch and natural will depend upon,
And that's what's funny.
honestly, how you spin and what tricks you have an easier time doing. There's a general consensus that topside in the front is across the board harder for almost everyone in rollerblading. So that's generally the one that most people gravitate to doing. I like them all. I do them all, and I work under the premise that you gotta catch them all or you can't do the trick. But I think that's just me. Most people like to perform this trick topside in the front. I grew up learning this topside in the back because it felt more natural, because it's easier. So I think the people that say topside in the front counts more actually do have a point. But all the tricks are fun, and doing it the hard way really only applies if you're trying to like get a clip, come up in the game, do all that nonsense. I ain't got time for that. So we're just gonna show you all of them today and how to do them. So with that being said, I guess let's, jump in there and have a look.
Ready, baby.
There's a lot going on today with this one. I actually have more than just one person helping me. I have like the entire friend group skating the spot. So shout out to Andrew, Mason, Isaac, Heath, Anthony Medina, and my dog, Nola. What a good girl. So okay, not gonna I'm not gonna go full rip on the basics today as far as like what's expected, because we've talked about it every video. So whether you're locking this trick topside in the front or topside in the back, there's one thing to think about. And if we're shooting for the gold standard of X grind, we're trying to not only lock both of our feet at the same time, as we've talked about in every video, but we're also trying to keep our feet close together for this one. There's a reason as for why. Not only do I think it looks better, the grand collective of rollerblading has decided it looks better, but it helps with balance. Similar to the last video, which was porn star, we kept our feet together right underneath us because that centers all of your weight, and you're gonna be able to balance this trick a lot easier. And you know, it just looks cleaner. It's another one of those strange stances to where if your body's all separated, all wacky, you kind of just, you know, look goofy. It's gonna make it harder on you. It's harder on your knees. So keep it together. Get it together out there. It's harder than it looks to do. I think we each did 500 X grinds today, trying to cinch them up together. We let a few slide. You know, no one's pro here. Well, actually, that's not true today. Shit.
And he's back.
So a majority of this edit we did on the box, which is rails. I know in another video we talked about topsoils, and we'd also defined topside. I did want to just make a quick point to, if you're doing this on a ledge, if you're brand new to rollerblading, this is for people that are brand new. Topside is going to imply that your foot is all the way down on the ledge to the point that your wheels are now off of the ledge and you're only sliding on the frame. So with rails, there's a bit more give. Your feet can kind of be, you know, any way they want to be if they're locked. Whenever it comes to a ledge, one foot of course is going to be locked positive and one foot is going to be all the way down. Super mega topside. This thing's too low to do that on. But thankfully, I'm sure I had a buddy do it, so we're seeing it on the screen right now or just a moment ago. X grind is one of those interesting tricks. I think the way I have to think about a lot of the ones that I'm doing, because you know, you have your naturals, you have your go-tos. I prefer topside in the back and my switch regular sole foot in the front. That's just how I learned it as a child. Whenever I do the ones I'm not so comfortable with, I'm having to think about X grind as a trick similar. For instance, whenever I do it topside in the front and my right foot's topside, I'm having to imagine that as a topside porn star. Whenever I'm doing it left foot topside in the back, which is like completely unnatural, I'm having to imagine it regular porn star, and then just kind of make my back foot topside. That's why I don't do it often. It really is forcing my body into something very uncomfortable. Same thing with the left foot topside in the front. It doesn't feel natural for me. It feels like it should, or it looks like it should feel similar to a soul grind for me. It doesn't. I'm having to imagine like a topside mistrial or something very left foot topside dominant that I have in my trick vocabulary. My point is, whenever I'm doing some of the other X grinds, like especially if you're new and all this feels foreign to you, using the other tricks you already have in your arsenal that are going to be similar foot placement to the X grind that you're about to try to do, super helpful. Envisioning that, jumping onto it, you know, that's a great way to learn it. It's going to always be a little uncomfortable whenever you're learning anything new. We did a couple of the harder ones today too. Whenever I talk about these tricks, I like to show the forwards and the backwards versions of them. Yet another example as to why I think that the topside in the front is going to be a little bit more respected is because on the true spin versions, we're having to really throw that foot around to the front. There's a lot more of a spin, there's a lot more of a precision to locking that in there. Similar to the tutorial prior to this one, the porn star tutorial, this trick is another one that is kind of just cut and dry. There isn't a lot of difficult precision movements to it. You really are just jumping up and clomping your soles onto something. So there isn't too much to talk about aside from just foot placement, body positioning, and where you want to keep your balance. I think maybe the visualization advice from earlier might help some people with that. But aside from how to do the trick, it's pretty simple. And once you're locked onto an X grind, it's pretty stable. I think that you're gonna have a really easy time balancing it. You know what? Key points. Let's go over the key points. The bar that we're striving for on an X grind, the gold standard. Here's what it would look like. We're gonna be jumping both feet at the same time, hopefully locking both feet at the same time. In this case, we're gonna want our feet very close together, if not touching, because it's gonna help with balance, it's gonna aid in your foot positioning, it's probably gonna help you keep that 1 foot topside. We're gonna be sliding off to the end of the obstacle, if the obstacle has an end, and trying our best to land both feet at the same time. And here we are again, we've done it. Today, we've X grinded. Man, I feel like these just keep getting shorter and shorter now that we've made like we've set the standards in the videos prior. I think here in the future probably should do maybe a more difficult trick tutorial, but for the moment, no. I don't want to do difficult tricks. I mean, I guess I could have my friends do them. They're actually good, but we're gonna keep it basic for a while because I think that a lot of these tricks have a lot of unsaid, unwritten rules that need to be talked about. And anyways, y'all, I did want to, keep the party going at least once a month. Try and do these. I don't think I did too terribly good of a job of describing all of the X grinds, but it's kind of the fun of skating. You get to figure it out, and maybe some of these pointers will be helpful for you. And of course, if you do have questions, if you have like ideas of things I didn't discuss at all, definitely comment. I always try to do my best to comment back to everybody. I'm definitely slow, so bear with me here. But yeah, good times. It's a beautiful day. This is fun. So I guess until next time, see you in like a month or two.